Is it working? It's working. Hooray! We have things up and running. Or something. We have something, yes. Let me just make sure there's sound. There is sound. Okay. Cool. Can everybody hear me? Always got to make sure we have the important stuff out of the way. I'm going to guess people can hear me. Yeah. Yep. Already been invited to a custom battle. Okay. I will quickly investigate. Oh, okay. Some random air custom. What custom even is this? Alright. Sure. Hello everyone. Welcome to Saturday Games, which is going to become the new normal, unlike Friday Games, which it was last time. What was I going to say? Can I even spawn in? Oh, it's ground only. That's why. Well, I'm not going to play this. Anyways, how are you all doing in the chat? It's our first live stream on this channel. It's obviously not my first live stream ever. Basically, I was going to start this. The reason I'm late is I was going to start it, and then I realized there's a whole bunch of setup procedures you have to do with a new account. Well, I say a whole bunch. It's not that many. But, yeah. Let me just see if I can get this on. Assuming we are live. Don't actually know. I'm just trying to figure out... Has anyone got the link for the stream? Because I can't actually find it on my channel for some reason. I can't find it on my phone. Because normally I have my phone up as sort of my second screen, my second monitor, so I can look at the chat while playing. But I can't actually find the stream. So if anyone has it, that would be helpful. Actually, I'll just get it myself. Stream URL, I guess. Sure. So if I ping that to me. Technical difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties. Thank you, Sharks. Also, happy birthday to Sharks, everybody. Say a happy birthday to Sharks for his... I don't know how old he is, but he's an age. So, yeah. Okay, the link I sent just didn't work, so I'm just going to use the link Shark sent. Now it seems to be a lot more effective. No, open in YouTube. No one wants to use YouTube via the browser. Come on, guys. Yes, open in the YouTube app. Okay, now we're ready. Alright, moving on. No, I'm not going to do a custom. This is actually brand new for me. I've literally just bought this. Before I start the stream, though, I'm just going to quickly go grab something. It'll take like 5 minutes at the most. So talk amongst yourselves, everybody. Spark up some conversation, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about the wait. What's for throwing me? Excuse me, D-Dog, you are on thin ice, young man. Yeah, sorry. My I don't know why my microphone always has some weird background static. Some people find it really annoying, but I have no idea how you get rid of it. So, you know, T-3485 squad. Yeah, it's an idea. Honestly, I haven't properly played War Thunder in a while. I know you've seen me do videos, and I have done videos, but for the longest of times, I haven't really played War Thunder outside of doing the videos, you know? And that doesn't, before anyone gets upset, that doesn't mean I don't like the game. It's just, you know, when you played it for 10 years and they're not adding the planes you're interested in, it's hard to just keep going back to the game. Obviously, the gameplay is still unique enough. You could probably hear some ASMR of a drink being poured there. But first things first, I'm going to be playing this LA-11, which I just bought, brand new. It's on a limited time sale. Ultra rare plane. Also post-war, so we love post-war. We want some more post-war representation. Snazzy, do I need to send D-Dog to the Goblin Pits of Gabagool? Nah, he's not that bad. We'll keep him around for a little bit longer. Boomerang Squad. Actually, we will do that at some point, because I saw a boomerang the other day, at the weekend, last weekend, when I was at Duxford. They had a literal, I'm not joking, a real CAC boomerang at the air show, which was kind of insane. More ASMR there. So I haven't played this in battle yet. I don't know how well it's going to go. I was reading about the history of this aircraft, though, which I'll get into when I take off. It's quite similar to the LA-9. It's very similar to the LA-9, actually. It's just got a slightly chonkier front. The main difference is that this is an LA-9 designed to have more range, I guess. It's a longer range LA-9, which is, I think that's what the little chin bit is for. I think it's got an extra fuel tank there, which is something. Comes at the cost of performance, though, but this is such a cool plane. I love the way this thing looks. It's like one of the last Soviet piston engine fighters, so there you go. The problem is, like most other late or post-war Soviet aircraft, it has the crappy guns. And don't get me wrong, they hit hard. The 23 mils hit hard, but you're going to run out of ammo before you know it, and that's pretty annoying. The bit rate of the stream seems to be a bit low. I don't even know what that means, so sorry about that. There will probably be some stream delay, if that's what you mean. A lot of streams have delay. You'll just have to get used to that, though. But anyways, these things took part in the Korean War, and I'm very interested in the Korean War. They didn't do particularly well. They did score a couple kills. Mostly on P-51 Mustangs. Their main role was to go after planes like that A-26 Invader, though. Which they did a little bit. They just, you know, with moderate success. One instance, though, they were escorted, I think 16 LA-11s were escorting a flight of 9 Tu-2 bombers when they were bounced by, whoa! When they were bounced by a whole bunch of F-86 Sabres, and these things against Sabres, yeah, it didn't exactly go well for the LA-11. I believe 4 of the Tu-2s were shot down, and 3 of the LA-11s, to no losses to the Sabres, so, yeah. Snazzy, have you been to the Tank Museum? I have been to the Tank Museum. I've been many times, actually. I want to go again, because I sadly missed out on Tank Fest this year, and I'd love to go next year. I've just heard that they're planning to restore their Tiger 2P, which is kind of insane. They're asking for £1 million, which is also kind of insane, but then again, it's a running Tiger 2, and it's the oldest Tiger 2 in the world as well. So there you go. It's also a Tiger 2P. The only other running Tiger 2 is a Tiger 2H. So there you go. It's also the only surviving Tiger 2P in the world, so I guess it's more special in that sense. It's pretty awesome. That won't be ready for next year's Tank Fest, though. They said it will take like 4 years. Hopefully it takes less time than that. Also in 4 years' time, I've been following the restoration of, well, 2 things. In approximately 4 or 5 years, there's supposed to be a second Lancaster flying in the UK, so feel free to support Just Jane Lancaster, because that is meant to be being restored to flight-worthy condition, which is very nice. And there's also meant to be a Hawker Typhoon in restoration. So that would be nice to see at air shows. Something different. You're saying when everything moves, everything looks very blurry. I'm watching the stream on my phone. It looks completely fine, mate. Sorry, but I think that's just a you problem. Should I spend 5 years saving up to get a plane ticket? Well, it depends on how far you're traveling, because 5 years to buy a plane ticket? I mean, I don't know. If you live in France, it'll cost like £50 or something, surely. But if you live in, I don't know, Japan, it could cost £1,000. Depends on how badly you want to go. If you are interested in tanks and you do like the look of Tank Fest, definitely go. It'll be like the best day you've ever had. And I'm not even joking when I say that. I've been to like, I think 3, maybe 4 Tank Fests. And, you know, some people that go like every year, I guess you could argue it's not worth going after a while. But for me, it's just so much fun every time. I mean, there's one thing with the vehicles, but you know, the museum changes around quite a lot as far as museums go. They always have new exhibits and stuff. Always repainting some of the tanks too. And the atmosphere is incredible there. There's always great atmosphere at Tankfest. So I'll be keen to go back. Also, the M47 they just restored, the Italian one, it should have my name on the back of it because I helped... I paid the subscription or the donation tier that meant that my name would get painted on the back, so fingers crossed. I haven't actually seen it in person yet, so they could be lying, but they said it would be painted on. We'll have to wait and see. USA to England. Well, yeah, you should totally go. I want to go to the USA again. I've only ever been once, and that was this year. So, and arguably the main reason that I went, which was to go to the National Naval Aviation Museum, I couldn't even get into because you need an American citizenship, which is a dumb rule. So I'm going to have to, like, see if I can call up Sneaky or... Honestly, any one of my subscribers that is American and lives near Pensacola, hit me up so then you could take me to this bloody museum, because it was the reason I went to America earlier this year and I couldn't get in. So, oh, get wrecked. Oh, this thing is actually a beast. It's meant to be just a crap LA9, but it's somehow holding its own pretty nicely. I'm not going to go up there, though. I still don't think I own the C-36 Shark, sorry. Oshkosh next year. I have been talking with my dad about it. He wants to go to Oshkosh. It's just a matter of figuring out when. It would be nice to go there. I do also want to go to the National Museum of the US Air Force, which is, I believe, the biggest air museum in the world. In fact, it is the biggest air museum in the world, and I would definitely like to go there. It's the reason to go to Ohio, in my opinion. Something Swedish. I don't even own anything Swedish, pretty much. It is by far my least favorite, not my least favorite, my least played nation. And I don't know why. It's not like Sweden has bad vehicles. I know they have good vehicles. For some reason, I just never was interested in playing them. No offense to Sweden. I love Sweden. For some reason, I just don't want to play a Tech-Tree and War Thunder. Okay. Oh, I was going to say, how did my plane get damaged? I just noticed I'm being shot at by flak. Hey, we got him just as we died. We got him just as we died. 4 kills, not a bad first game in the LA11. Oh, B57 squad for the B66 arrival. That would be sick. How about we do that? Yeah, let's do that. F5C, MiG-15 bis-ish, Su-11, Ariete, which would be the best buy for SL grinding. If I had to buy one, because I don't have any of those actually, I would choose the Su-11 because it's the most interesting. It's arguably got BS stats that completely make... Or you could just buy this plane. This plane is a premium, and you could, as you could see, it's a very good plane. And you'll win style points because it's rare, and a lot of people in battle in future will go, whoa, it's an LA11. I haven't seen one of those in a while, or I haven't seen one of those before. If you're an F5C, you're just another idiot with an F5C. No offense. Okay, so let's invite people. Shout out to the Funny Aussie for designing my beautiful camos. As you can see, they are truly artistic. And I like, there's some Easter eggs on this. I really do like this. There's a couple kill marks. There's also 5 jet kill marks from the way back in the day. I had one of the, well, I say way back in the day. It was on the old channel. I had one of the best games I ever had in War Thunder when I flew a B-29 and got 5 aerial kills. 5 aerial jet kills, might I add, ranging from 262s to MiG-15s and that sort of thing. I kid you not. We did it on a live stream. It was absolutely epic. And that is what that kill marker is in commemoration for. So, very snazzy skin for the B-29. I will invite the first 3 people, which is so far the B-57, is B-22, and Sorcha. This is the skin I'm rocking with. We need more skins of this B-57. If you're a War Thunder artist, get to it. Because, well, this is a very nice one, I'll give it that. I do also have, well, the default one's pretty cool, but this one's pretty nice. Fairly cool. But this one's the best, really. We do have a Funny Aussie skin that he has made, but it needs some alterations, so I'm going to wait for those to happen before I use it again. Anyways. Or should I use this skin? Maybe I should. Nah, I'll go with this one. So we're going to go with the 8 1,000-pound bombs. I'm still not entirely sure if that's the best loadout you should take on this thing. But it's the one we're going with. Alright, gang. Follow me low and fast, alright? Low and fast. Oh, the X4 is finally coming, is it? Assuming it's not going to have absolutely crap keybinds, because you know how it is with me and keybinds. I'm not very good at them, or at least I'm not very good at learning new ones. Hopefully it's fairly straightforward to use and not too complicated. It's a nice addition though. Maybe that means we'll get the Night Fighter 262. There's a lot of German planes that could have it. Yeah, it's a nice addition. I just hope it gets fully utilized. I don't think they'll be broken. Some people worried about a missile being at like 6.0. It's going to be a shit missile. Sorry for the language, but it's going to be a crappy missile. But it's just a cool little gimmick to have. Okay. Well, you'd hope it could catch things. It's a missile, but, you know. Snazzy, I have hope that the next April Fool's event is also going to be the World War I event, but with early interwar stuff. Yeah, that's not a very interesting April Fool's event. It's, trust me, it's stuff I want in-game. I'd love to see more interwar things. But if it's just gameplay, regular gameplay, but with some older vehicles, that's not that exciting. I think those additions should just come to the game. I mean, for example, the reserve tier in War Thunder. The reserve tier could be a lot lower. Like, you could start the game at the late 1920s rather than the mid-1930s. There's a lot of planes. Now, you could argue there aren't that many for certain nations, but there are a lot of planes for certain others. And this is why they probably shouldn't have added so many nations that don't have anything of their own. Cough, China, we're looking at you. Israel, we're looking at you. Alright, let's get a nice formation here, guys. This is a very nice looking plane though, isn't it? It's gotta be one of the best looking planes in War Thunder, actually. There, I said it. It's one of the best looking. Yeah, add the combat cars. That would be cool. How are we today using the B-57? Well, we're about to find out. Now, we're probably all going to get shafted, but we're here to try. Yes! Sharks! Finally buy the US, or grind the US tree. At the very least, you could get the British Canberras. They are pretty much the same thing. Hello, Sneaky. I see you're in, Norway. I don't need a burger right now, though. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like it wouldn't be a very good combination with everything else I'm doing this evening. Oh, now this looks pretty sick, guys. Come on. We're also going the wrong way. Oh, this is awesome. Pov, you're in the NVA, and this is coming for you. It's not a sight you want to see. Evil Burger. Legacy meme. Sneat next stream? Maybe. I do want to do another air show at some point. I figured it'd be best to do it for a milestone, like 5,000 subscribers. Because I follow someone else that does a lot of War Thunder air shows, and every time they do it, I'm like, damn, I wish my server would do that with me. We've only ever done it once, and it didn't go very well, so, yeah. Also, where are all the bomb targets? They've all been destroyed somehow. Yes, some late... Well, Foxtrot, you're thinking of the B-50, which was a superfied super fortress, which had bigger engines, a bigger tail, stronger structure, more payload capacity, longer range, external fuel tanks, and 2 additional jet engines mounted under the wings, because hell yeah, why not? Which is kind of insane when you think about it. This is so cool. This is really pretty, guys. Look at this. Sea Power, Sneaky, if Sea Power runs, then I will play it. But as you remember, last time I tried, it had the frame rate of, well, you know, I've seen games from the 70s that had better frame rate than what I was doing. Also, I told you about that mission where literally nothing happened for the entire thing. Whoa. Oh my god. Uh-oh. I feel like I've just led us into the hornet's nest. Scatter! Scatter! Protect the Canberras! Oh my god. I need more speed. This thing loses speed very quickly. No, we've lost one! We've lost Sorcher. He's going down. I think we're about to lose me as well. Oh my god, I'm going so slow. We are about to lose me. Emergency bomb release. Oh, we got a critical. We got a critical. Yes, we killed the MiG with our bombs. Oh, that would have been cool if I got him as well. That's bad. That's very bad. No! That's on me. Ow. Ooh, right into the tree. Well, it was going well, sort of. Wait, how did I only get 1 kill? Which kill was robbed of me? Oh, we have someone spotted me. From the enemy team. I saw a meme of someone using the X4. I'll figure out how to use it when it comes out. My computer is fairly old, yes. Well, it's not that old. It's a bit dusty. I should probably clean it, actually. It looks pretty grim. Yeah, it's like a... I don't know. It looks like it's been in a shed for quite a while. Guys, we've been recognized. Dex EA Plays. You've had your 5 seconds of fame here on YouTube. Everyone say hi to Dex EA Plays. Or Dexy Plays. They say hi back. What are the strengths of the F-80A, aside from being the best starting jet, in my opinion? Controversial take, I know, but it's the one I'm going with. Before we move on, I will do that boomerang game next, because I promised. The F-80A is still, in my opinion, the best starting jet in the game. It's just the best all-rounder. It's the most comfortable one to use, I think, is the best way I could phrase it. Because you're fast, it turns decently well, and the guns are good. I mean, they're your good old trusty 50 cals that never run out of ammo. And most of the other early jets run out of ammo pretty badly. Or pretty quickly, should I say. Alright, I'm going to make a new squad. Sorry to those that were in the old squad. I'm going to make a new squad just for the boomerang. So if you have a boomerang, can be the Mark 1 or the 2, whichever one floats your boat. Then sign up, because then... well, we're going to be flying these epic aeroplanes. Oh, I unlocked a skin for this. It's actually quite a good aircraft, the Boomerang. I don't know if it's that good compared to other 3.0s, but it's a pretty good aircraft overall. Okay, represent Australia. So like I said, I saw a Boomerang. No sharks, I'm not playing naval. I have some sanity left. Swordfish supremacy. Maybe. What do you mean it looks odd? It doesn't look that odd. It's a pretty normal looking plane if you ask me. Snazzy, you have to keep one. Swordfish, Ju-87, B2, or Ki-32. That's a bit of a random selection. I'll pick the Swordfish for its iconicness. Oh, what do you mean the F-80 looks odd? How? How does that look odd from the top? It looks cool. Is it the nose? You leave his nose alone. Alright, who's going to be our fourth and final Boomerang member? Hello, Bennett Racing. Welcome to the stream. For those that are in the stream, make sure to hit the like button. And, well, it will help the channel out. We aren't monetized yet. We're still having some ongoing wars with YouTube. But, yeah. Snazzy, what's the most fun Churchill to play? It's not the Mark III, I'll tell you that much. That thing is a bag of arse. It's absolutely terrible, which is kind of a shame. You have these Churchills which are infamous for how good their armor is and how slow they are, but then you have the Churchill 3 which just doesn't really have the armor for some reason. I mean, look at this. Protection analysis. Germany. You're going to be fighting Panzer IVs. Panzer IV can kill you anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. And a heavy tank that can't use its armor and is really slow at the same time is probably not a very good vehicle. The gun's okay, but that doesn't make up for it. And even, they buffed the Russian guns as well. They used to not get this shell, I believe, but the 76mm got a better shell. Like this one, for example. See, beforehand they had this 87mm APHE shell, which, luckily, the Churchill has just 2mm more armor than that, although the roof armor is pretty tragic, as you can see. But now they have a new shell, with 96 millimeters of pen, and now, well, okay, this is at range, yes, but at point blank distances, that can also go through the Churchill. So the Churchill's looking pretty sorry for itself. So the best Churchill, or the most fun one to play, would have to be the Churchill 7, which is a meme of tanks, absolute meme, because, well, they fixed the armor problem by almost doubling it. So almost nothing can kill you, actually. It's quite funny. The Avri is funny, but you could only shoot tanks that are, like, right in front of you. Like, I think 200 meters would be considered out of range. So, yeah, that kind of holds the vehicle back a little bit. Anyways, boomerangs. Oh, you got the skin as well. Wonderful. Did you know de Havilland does blazer bags? What are blazer bags? Dino Conk. Yes, I do remember you, I think. I mean, I get a lot of names, but I recognize the name. It's nice to see an old subscriber come back. Speaking of remembering old people, does anyone... I can't remember the name, but does anyone remember from the old channel, there was that one person in the streams. They were always in the streams and then always spam you to look at or play a certain vehicle. Like you'd start a stream and this person would join and the chat would be flooded. Yeah, Maria. How do you remember that? Yeah, Maria would always just spam, play the T-34, play the T-34, play the T-34. It's like, eventually I would cave. I'm like, fine, I'm playing the T-34. Jesus. And then as soon as the match starts, they're like, play the KV-1, play the KV-1. It's like, oh, for God's sake. It's just absolutely ruined the experience for everyone else. But, you know, it's funny now. Alright, boomerangs, let's do this. Gotta slow down for my little minions. Come on, the furball was, well... Okay, most of our team are probably going to be dead by the time we arrive, but... YOLO. They did make a KV-3 Foxtrot plays. Plus, you've kind of answered your question. Why would they make a KV-3 if the KV-2 was so good? I mean, the KV-2 wasn't good. It was pretty bad. But, they at least designed a KV-3. So, you know, there's your answer. There was also a KV-4 and a KV-5. If you played World of Tanks, there's a lot more KVs than just the 1 and 2. Alright, it should be going down. I burnt most of my cannon ammo on that. Oh, a KI-43, a historical enemy. Let's see if we can repeat history. He's kind of getting jumped by everyone, but... Double kill. This thing gets a crap ton of machine gun ammo. Look at that. We still got over 3,600 rounds of ammo somehow. You like my old profile? The profile picture's barely changed. The only thing that was changed was the American flag. The old banner was just a random art image from War Thunder. I like the new banner. It looks better if you view it on a TV. Because, like, you know how YouTube banners work, like, they change depending on what device you're looking on. So if you're on a bigger device, like a computer or a TV, you can see more of it compared to what you can see on mobile. If you see it on a TV, it looks pretty cool. And you'd probably be saying that the new one looks better. The old one, though, was just a random piece of art from War Thunder. Alright, here we go. I've only got 4 cannon rounds, so this probably isn't a good idea. Go get him, boys. Yes! Nice hit, Devil Dog. Quick. Ninja the assist. Oh, he's put out the fire. Shooting these ground targets just reminds me of old War Thunder, you know? You can tell it's old War Thunder because I don't think the models for this ground has actually changed in years. Like, probably at least 10 years. I mean, look at that. It's hardly cutting-edge graphics there, but... Oops. Oh, no! Devil Dog accidentally team killed a P-36 somehow. Ralph Schlepper, I do remember you as it happens. You still have the Voodoo profile picture. That's pretty neat. I have a Voodoo on my shelf, staring at me right now. Yeah, it was an F-80... Well, it was actually a MiG shooting at an F-84, but... It was just a regular War Thunder, like, piece of War Thunder wallpaper, so it's not that exciting. What's the worst prop fighter plane in War Thunder? What to play? The worst prop fighter? Oh gosh. Show us the Voodoo? I'll have to send it on Discord. Some of you have probably seen it before. I have a B-57 as it happens, just as a coincidence. I suppose you haven't seen my uni room yet, so I'll have to do a little room tour. There you go. For those that are in the Discord, see the general chat to see my model of a Voodoo and a B-57. Hello, Flack Alley. Welcome to the stream. Always nice to have you here. And we're on a mission, so I guess no Lancaster game for now. Fun fact. This lightning, this camo, is based on the squadron at the airbase next to where I live right now. Well, when I'm not at uni. And this camo is based on the airbase near where I used to live several years ago, which is kind of neat. So, yeah, lightning's following me where I go. Lightning Squad, come on, you're pushing your luck a little bit, I think. I don't know how well that would go. Plus, I've got to find 3 people that actually have the lightning. So, yeah, nice try. That's a nice skin. I like the Meteors. I have a soft spot for the Meteor. I think it's an epic plane. Fight me, haters. Thunderjet or Thunderstreak. Very nice plane. Finally got some decent skins on it for War Thunder Live. Not a great plane in game, though, sadly. The Eel! I'm glad I'm not the only one that calls it the Eel. My dad's really into planes as well, and I refer to it as the Eel to him sometimes. He has no idea what I'm talking about. But, no, we don't want the premium Eel. We just want the normal Eel. Seahawk Tour Squad. You know what? Let's do a Seahawk Squad. Props to you if you actually have the Seahawk, because it's not a plane you see that often. Pun intended. Do I have a... Yes, I have a Suez Crisis camo, which is an absolutely awesome one. I love the Suez and Suez Crisis stripes. For those that don't know, the French Israelis, I think, and the British, because they were on the same side during the Suez Crisis, to help with identification, they basically brought back the invasion stripes, but yellow, black, and... Well, yellow and black instead of white and black. And voila, there's a whole bunch of historical liveries of Seahawks, Sea Venoms, Canberras, Hunters that all have these yellow and black stripes. Oh, the green camo? As it happens, I have it. There you go. Pretty neat. Then obviously you have the basic one and this one, which is the one I'm going with. Custom this stream? Probably not. Not today. I just want to get back into the swing of things, actually play some War Thunder, because I haven't played War Thunder much lately. Does anyone else have the... I don't have the BV. Do you like event hangers? What, like the Halloween one? Yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty sick of the current hanger we've had. I don't know how long we've had it for, but it's pretty boring. I also don't know why all the trees are brown. Like, if you ask me, and I know people are going to go... Well, they're going to get annoying when I say this. But I like World of Tanks Hangar more, at least right now anyways. It's got more personality. This doesn't have much personality, if you ask me. I do like their Christmas hangars, but then again, World of Tanks has a killer Christmas hangar as well, so tough competition. However, okay, we've been up-tiered, but oh well. However, War Thunder does have, they didn't bring it back last year, but I think it was 2022, they had this absolutely amazing Christmas hangar music. The music in the Christmas hangar was amazing. I used it at the end of my second iceberg video for those that caught it. And I still have nostalgia. It wasn't that long ago, and I don't tend to have nostalgia for many things in War Thunder that happened in the last couple years, aside from things on the Discord server. But that was a really nice... yeah, that makes me warm in the feels, that one. What are you hoping the Dreams Come True event will be? Well, I'm hoping it will actually be a Dreams Come True event. What was it last year? It wasn't the TOG last year, was it? Surely not. The TOG was earlier. What was the Dreams Come True event? Why do I have a feeling? Oh no, it was the KV7, wasn't it? There you go. There's more than one. There's more than 2 KVs. Yeah, the KV7 was alright. I don't know if that was a Dreams Come True vehicle. I mean, you have to think about the name. It has to be a vehicle that players are constantly begging for, and that it seemed unlikely it would come to the game. Like the Sturm Tiger, because, well, it's the Sturm Tiger. Like the TOG 2, because it's really big and slow. And it's a meme. The KV7's a bit random. It's pretty funky looking, but there's no reason that they couldn't have just added it to the game anyway. And while I feel the same for what I'm about to say here, I would say something like, if they're going to do a plane for once, the Messerschmitt P1101 would be a nice Dreams Come True event vehicle. Or maybe the XB35 or the YB49. One of those. The Starfire, could you imagine? The F-94C. I have to specify just in case they don't add the one I specifically want. And bearing in mind, I only want that specific one because it looks the best. Also, let's save this Canberra here. But yeah, the F-94C, I guess that would be my Dreams Come True event. Lippish P13, no, that's not near the top of my list. No, they got the Canberra after all that. Alright, how do our straight wing jets fare against these swept wing jets? Is he base bombing? I think he's base bombing. Lol, noob. What's the point in that? Just go after the fighters, bro. That's what you're for. Oh! This Seahawk has a nasty bite. Well, I guess a nasty peck, you should say. Maybe a 109 game. The Goblin? Yeah, maybe the Goblin. That could work. Was the Churchill AVRE the last one? I don't think it was. No, that was like a D-Day event or something, wasn't it? I still don't know why we don't have the Sherman DD yet, but whatever. Granted, it would be a very gimmicky tank and you'd almost never use the floating device, but still. War Thunder's added plenty of useless gimmicks in the past, like flamethrowers and being able to dig holes with your tanks. Snazzy, do you have the Firecrest? I do. It's probably the only squadron vehicle that's interesting. Can I join? Maybe. I might play the 109 E4 though, just to be special. Well, no, it's quite a big BR jump. Maybe not. Jump him. Jump him. Oh, crap. There's another one. Oh, my God. There's a missile. Quick. Thank you. Okay, there's a lot of G91s. They do not like us. No, B-22's going down. When did that happen? Oh my God. Oh. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, I can't do this forever. Wo ist the team? Oh, I'm trying to get him to fly in front of my guns. Damn it, that saber's gonna get me, I think. Oh, cheeky. Quick, hit the brakes, we'll fly right by. After damaging us, of course. That didn't go quite as well as planned, but at least he missed our engine, so that's good. I'm somewhat wounded. Can I have some help, please? Team? Where is the team? I could use the team right now. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very bad. This is bad. I don't like this. Ow. Yep, I don't think that's going to buff out. Yeah. Well, we gave it a good go against superior aircraft. We got one of them, and we critical damaged another. Return to the sea, as our name implies. Can you play the Spitfire Mark IIA Venture 1? I don't actually have it. Or do I? No, I don't. It's a pretty boring plane, though. No offense. Like, of all the Spitfires to add, you just add this random one, which almost looks identical to the one we have already. Plus, I'm quite happy with the way my Mark 1 looks, because I've gone with this wonderful one from Duxford. Duxford representation. Very nice to see, as you can see. In fact, I'm pretty sure this was based on the first Spitfire that arrived at Duxford, or something like that. That's why it's named Duxford, and obviously you have the Imperial War Museum logo on the side. Ah, I didn't see your message, Torture. Play the Spitfire Mark 5C. Alright, sure, let's do that. It's a good plane. Deserves more love, I think. Not enough people... Well, it's pretty slept on, I think. Hey, buddy, Pack 40 here. Hello. We'll do the Spitfire first. Keep things British for a little bit longer. Before we go and play the Bosch. Shall I play the 5C Tropical? Which I have a pretty nice skin for. Is it my most local? I think there are probably others that I'm nearer to, that I have been to. It's definitely my nearest big air museum. I've been to. It's also the one I've been to the most. We'll go with the 5C Tropical then, because a lot of people seem to have that. Spitfire squad. Invite to squad. Invite to squad. Raupenschlepper because he hasn't been in yet. Assuming B-22. Oh, never mind, it is full. Devil Dog, you're using the 5B trop, not the 5C trop. Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, the only difference is the guns. You might be alright, you never know. What's the speed difference like? How's it faster? What? Does that have a more powerful engine? It does. I didn't know that. Fair enough. Alright, Devil Dog, just because you don't have exactly the right plane, I'm going to invite Raupenschlepper this time. Javelin squad, that would be interesting. I'll have to play a ground game at some point. Excited for the T-58 Heavy. I don't know if it'll be any good because it's going to be like 8.0 and no stabilizer. And my experience of 8.0s without stabilizers is pretty negative. Let's just say I tried to do a video on 8.0 tanks the other day and gave up pretty quickly. So I don't have the F-14. If you want to see someone play top tier, you'll have to watch a different channel, unfortunately. We don't do top tier here. Well, some of the people in the server do, just not me. Ah. For ground, what about the Char2C ground boat squad? It's just not a fun vehicle to play, though, is it? It's not a great tank. Oh yes, Sharks with his half-Swiss Spitfire. And an Argentinian Spitfire. This plane is an absolute beast if you use it right. It's insanely good. Its only downside is that it's slightly slow compared to the competition. But, well, it's not really meant to be fast. It's a turn fighter. T-3485 squad. We'll do that next. Because I did say we'd do that, like, at the start of the stream, so it's only fair. Alright. Cruising to altitude. Don't be funny, Ralph Schlepper. I could see you. You've been playing the T-3485 at 7.7. Honestly, I could see that working. I mean, his whole playstyle was flanking, and that doesn't really change when you get up tiered, so... It doesn't even change when you get down tiered. Honestly, my Canberra Mark 6 is not very played. Also, I was doing some reading. You know, I posted the other day in the Discord that book that I totally forgot I had. It was like, it's called like Secret British Bomber Projects from the Cold War, and it's basically full of awesome paper planes, like planes I want in War Thunder type planes that were just existed in blueprints. So many like rare British designs that no one's heard of. There was one proposal in the early 50s to fully convert the Canberra into a fighter, and not just the one we have in game, just like properly weaponize it, give it sidewinders and a longer nose and everything. It was absolutely awesome. Hello, Matthew Clark. How's it going? This is an unexpected visit from you, but fair enough. Anyways. Hello. Alright, Spitfire gang. Let's do this. Assuming there's actually going to be some fighters left at this point. Hello. Oh, come on, B-25. Oh, he got killed by a Dutch B-25, to be fair. I'm going to go for the Act-9. Wait, where's the LA-7? What? Ah, we'll ignore him. Bruh. Alright, we'll get the Corsair then. I guess we won't. Well, okay, guess we're going back after that LA-5. There's a P-36, lol. Oh, there's an LA-5 as well as an LA-7. LA-7's a good plane as well. Primogen, what song are you singing? Is it the song I'm thinking of? Because I feel the lyrics, or at least what you posted in chat, they fit into a song that I'm thinking of. I'm trying to think of you. I'm trying to see. I don't know if they're the actual lyrics for the song, but I want to see if you're. Oh, I was thinking of Straighten Up and Fly Right, but similar vibe, I guess. Snazzy, what country deserves a unique tech tree in War Thunder? Probably the Czech Republic / Czechoslovakia, if they do it right, and that's a big if. They're probably the one that's been... I would say something like Poland, but Poland already has a whole bunch of like premium vehicles in the British tree, and I'd rather they just keep doing that. Well, honestly, I don't want them to be... I don't want any more tech trees to come to the game, because they don't work. War Thunder doesn't implement them very well. Like, it'll be like, hooray, Poland's come to the game. Here's a T-72. It's like, oh. And watch them add, like, one Polish vehicle that's actually unique, even though they've probably... there's probably, like, 10. Or more than 10. Oh, he's dead. You know, there's that guy on Instagram called War Thunder Czechoslovakia. He just constantly posts about unique Czechoslovakian vehicles. War Thunder will probably ignore most of them when Czechoslovakia comes to the game. Yeah, well, there you go. I was thinking of Straighten Up. I don't actually have the C3604. Benelux should get its independent tech tree. Should it though? A whole independent tech tree? Kind of pushing it. I'd rather they just focus on the ones we have rather than just copying stuff. I was very disappointed to find out that the M55, the new SPG, well, I'm disappointed for two reasons. One is, yet again, it seems that War Thunder haven't learned from their mistakes. People didn't like that the M109 got given to every nation. Then they released the M44, which got given to every nation again. And now they've released the M55, which is once again getting released to every nation again. God knows why. And it's only 4.0. Why? It's way better than the M44. It's the same thing, but bigger, with more armor, which isn't saying much in that category, and a bigger gun as well. 4.0, please. Why? It's like a 1950s vehicle. Make it like 6.0 or 7.0. Its battle rating won't affect how it plays. It'll still be able to absolutely one-shot Tiger 2s, so why are you putting it at 4.0? Oh, it boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. I genuinely think I should be in charge of War Thunder's what vehicles should be added management and where they should go, because honestly, why? Just why? What was the point in adding the M44 if you're just going to put the M55 at the same battle rating? Like, seriously. What? Why? If anyone can think of a good excuse, come at me. Well, the Pucara is in the files, but it's been in the files for ages. And at this point, I don't want it because it's going to be at like 4.0, and it's going to be fighting Spitfires, and that just ruins my immersion. I mean, maybe it could join the ranks of like the rank 5 strike aircraft, like the Strike Master and the Albatross. And if that's the case, then America should totally get the Dragonfly. Why the Dragonfly isn't in game, I don't know. But that would be nice to see. Alright, this has been quite an uneventful game, I won't lie. I should probably return to base, because that's bingo fuel. Alright, finally a target. PE2. Let's do this. Also, in case you're wondering, this stream will last until about 8:15. So 8:15 approximately. That's in about 45 minutes. And he's dead. Poor guy. Alright, what plane... Oh no, we're going to do T-34s, aren't we? Anyways, Sea Harrier. I was tempted to do a Sea Harrier video, but I know I'm going to be absolutely crap at it. But, you know, it's the Sea Harrier. Come on. You can't be a British patriot and not like the Sea Harrier. You know, it's the hero of the Falklands War. Sorry to B-22. I know you're Argentinian, but the outcome is the outcome. It's an epic plane, though. This doesn't look like a real skin, though. Something tells me the digits didn't look like this, because that just looks like someone's just typed into a very generic text box. Apparently it's a real camo, but there you go. But this is roughly what your average Falklands War Sea Harrier would look like. Well, plus some missiles strapped to it. Of course. They did very well, though. It was something like 19 aerial kills without a loss. Not including accidents, of course, but then again, what plane didn't have accidents? It's a nice plane, and I love the modern Sea, or the more modern Sea Harrier. Look at that nose. Look at that nose. I love that. That's really cool. I think the Sea Harriers look a lot better than the regular Harriers. Like, for me, this is probably a controversial take. Yeah, this doesn't really do anything for me. This, however, hell yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, maybe. We could do a little, somehow, well, it would be a very small one, but a little Falklands War cinematic, I guess. But, what was I going to say? Well, yeah, I've actually seen a lot of things that, due to the way... Okay, I'm just going to start a new squad. Whoever wants to be the T-34-85, let me know now. Starting now, the first people that message me will get the invitation. yeah. Anyways, but a lot of things about the way British military spending was handled, usually with regards to budget cuts, massively hampered how the British would be in the Falklands War. I mean, they still won, but for example, only a couple of years before the Falklands War kicks off, obviously they couldn't predict it was going to happen, but they got rid of their larger aircraft carriers, which meant no more Phantoms and no more Buccaneers, which hugely impacted their air-to-air and air-to-ground capability. They were basically stuck with the Sea Harriers. The Sea Harrier was used as it was because that was their only naval plane, pretty much. The Fairey Gannet was also retired just before the war started, which basically removed most of the British, or at least the Royal Navy's, anti-submarine capability from the air, so they had to rely on their helicopters, which didn't go too well when one of the helicopter carriers sank. So, yeah, it's just a lot of coincidences, and, you know, kind of a shame, really, because, well, we had some pretty kick-ass gear in the 70s, and, yeah, it just kind of all went down the drain. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely think with the way things are at the moment, if not that it's gonna happen, it's just a random scenario. But if the UK went to war with Japan, I genuinely think it would lose, just in terms of capability and what each nation has. So yeah. And Japan is meant to be a self-defense force, and it's still, I think it would wipe the floor with the British. Now, British do have allegedly quite good training, or at least historically good training. That's usually come in clutch for the British, whether that's the Air Force, the Navy, or the Army. They usually can fall back on having very good training, but it's the Japanese, especially the modern Japanese. I think they've got pretty good training as well, and they have more gear. They have more planes, more ships, and more tanks. So, you know, don't sleep on the Japanese. The JSDF is absolutely cracked when it comes to their equipment. They're basically mini USA. I mean, they don't have Raptors and they don't have as many F-35s, but they have their own F-15s. They have the F-2. They have some F-35s. The Type 10's a pretty capable tank. But then most of their tactics and whatnot and their defense strategy is built around defense. It's all built around how to defend Japan in the best way possible. Like, their tanks are designed to fight in Japan, pretty much. They can probably fight outside of Japan, but they're a defense force. And, well, unlike other nations around the world who also have defense forces, and I'm not going to go into specifics to avoid controversy on the channel, they are sticking to their defense neutrality. Japan hasn't been involved, at least not in a major way, in any war since World War II. And probably for a good thing, based on what happened during World War II. I know they've changed their ways, but things didn't go well last time. They kind of made their impact, and then it didn't end well for them. It also didn't end well for anyone that encountered them. So it's good they're sticking to their ways, and now they have one of the best militaries in the world. They're just not allowed to use it for anything other than self-defense, which is probably how most militaries should be. But that's a topic for another time. The F-117 is the best jet ever, because it has a bigger number than the F-35 or the F-22. Well, yeah, I guess there's that. I don't know how they name things when it comes to, like, aircraft or even tanks. I think tanks is slightly more linear, but what number they decide on what plane for each plane, I don't know how it works. Like, why did they decide with the F-117? Why did they decide the F-22 with the F-22? Play the 2S1? I don't have the 2S1. I don't want to play it, though. It's just another one of those toxic SPGs. Oh, hello. Like, if I want to play War Thunder tanks, I'll play a tank. I don't want to play a SPG posing as a tank destroyer. I was going a Japanese MBT family before stream. I named my tanks from 1, 2, 3. Fair enough. There's a lot of T-34 85s. Operation Bagration. I didn't know that would rhyme, actually. But Operation Bagration colorized. I'm probably mispronouncing Bagration, but whatever. Oh, crap. Panther. And he's gone. And there goes our friend. Okay, I'm pretty exposed here, actually. Whoa, you sly, cheeky dog. Oh, what? He actually did that on the move. Fair play to him. Holy crap. Oh, I could have equipped my LA-11 in the squad. That would have been nice. But, well, the Yak-9P fills that role pretty well. Seems like we could use some bigger guns, though. How dare you refuse to play the Glorious Tank of Righteousness? Is the 2S1 the Glorious Tank of Righteousness? Since when was that a thing? How do you feel about the Weasel 1A4 gang? I don't have the Weasel. Glad to see you back. Thank you. It's nice to see you again, Rigor Mortis, as well. Alright, I don't play this thing nearly enough. Considering, you know, I bought it with my gold. I haven't played it a whole lot. I've probably got about 10 games on this thing. But it is a good tank. It's, well, it's quite easy to play. You point the gun and you shoot. Watch this. And that's how you play the SU-122. It's a very competent vehicle, especially for 5.7. It doesn't really have a downside, if I'm being honest. I'd say the reload's long, but it's still quicker than an IS-2. What is Bro bombing? Bro has cooked nothing. What was that bomb aimed at? I mean, it was on the enemy team, but that was closer to his team than anyone else. Maybe there's infighting on the German team. Also, he has flipped up a couple tanks. Go get him, Sorcher. Hell yeah. I don't know how the Finns and the Russians ended up on the same team, but, you know, people say they like War Thunder's historical matchmaking. I kid you not. That was some of the complaints from my World of Tanks video, or just, you know, not necessarily complaints about the videos, just why they didn't like World of Tanks. I kid you not, one of them was they didn't like the country split on World of Tanks matchmaking. They didn't like that it was everyone against everyone, you know. Get wrecked. Get out of here with your Type 75. 122 ping is too strong for you. Yeah, but they didn't like that it was like America, Germany, and Russia versus Germany, America, whatever. Ouch. Okay, fair enough. And I was like, well, War Thunder's exactly the same. How many times have you been on a game when America is on both sides of the match? Like, it's such an irrelevant argument. It genuinely is. The F-88 is very good. The Banshee's alright. It's received some buffs, mostly with its battle rating in the last couple of years. The Attacker is very good, very slept on tank. Not tank, plane. Have you ever even watched Top Gear? What, me? You're asking me if why is my plane spinning? Yes, I've watched Top Gear. Who do you think I am? Who in the UK hasn't watched Top Gear? It's peak television, let me tell you. Get wrecked. Sorry, Duck, but, well, time to die. I do like the TU2. It's a very fun plane. Why can't Corgi do a model of... Ooh, prime targets. Hello there. We've found some tigers. No! The M109... This bloody thing. The M109. For goodness sake. Horrible tank. Horrible tank. Oh, that's made me out as well. That's very annoying. I'm going to go for a quick... Yes, that is a perfect Hammond moment. I'm going to go for a quick bathroom break and then we can resume. And I'm back. Okay. Leave the squad cancel. Thank you for the commentary, Ralph and Schlepper. Very helpful. I have 15 friends online. Holy crap. That's wild. I won't lie, I don't know who all of these people are. I know who most of them are. Some of them I haven't heard from in a while. Like, I'm trying to work out how many of these I know from the streams and from the channel. But for Hawker Typhoon, he used to be a great friend. I haven't heard from him in a while. Well, I'm fairly sure, I don't know if it's true, I'm fairly sure the squadron's full now, isn't it? Yeah, the squadron is actually full. Wow. Okay, we've finally done it. Snazzy Starfighters has all 128 members. That's pretty cool. We're not doing another T-34 squad. I think that went badly enough. What shall we play, guys? What shall we play? I don't have the 238. Stop asking me to play it. Comet 1, you actually want me to play... fine. Fine. I'll make a new squad and we'll play the Comet. Even though I don't really like it anymore. It's still my favourite tank. It's just been nerfed into buggery in War Thunder, which breaks my heart. 7.4 second ace reload. Are you kidding? Come on. It's like, why? What is your source, Gaijin? Sorry. Let me just wait for some more responses. Yes, Sorty, you can join. If you have the comment, hit me up. Okay, we have some responses. Hooray. Thor 9220. Have we had you in the squad before? Oh, and you're in the Finnish one as well. Okay, alright, I guess we're going with... Wow, I have so many tabs open. I guess we're going with this. My hangar looks pretty dead without the music. It just doesn't sound very interesting, does it? But I don't like the War Thunder's current soundtrack, so I'm going to catch 22 with that. Oh, Rigor Mortis wants to join. Hell yeah. After his triumphant return. So we have the Comet, the Premium Comet, which is identical and has a droopy number. Don't know why they made this thing a premium. It's not as low effort as it could get, but it's a Comet, so whatever. Yes, I have the Archer because it's funny. The Challenger because it's another tank. Is it as good as the Comet? You be the judge. I would say no, but whatever. I mean, the Comet replaced this thing, so, you know. I need to play the buffed Cromwell at some point as well, and the AC4 for all my Anzac fans, and the Lancaster, because hell yeah. All right, let's do this. Just got to wait for rigor mortis to ready up, and then we can go. You've acquired Dr. Pepper, or Dr. Pepper. Snazzy, what's your opinion on the Irish? I don't really have an opinion on the Irish. I know the Irish don't really like the British as a whole. They're quite personal with that one. But I won't lie, the average Brit doesn't really think... They don't have any hostile thoughts to the Irish, I don't think. If you're Irish, then it's like, alright, cool. But so, you know, I don't know that many Irish people. I know some like I can think of some celebrities that are Irish, and you know, some like YouTubers and things like that, but yes, I have seen the Lancaster statue. It looks alright. I mean, it's not, you know, I've seen better things, but it's nice to see a Lancaster statue. Oh, bloody hell, another up tier. You know what, I'm going to be funny. I'm not going to play the Comet, I'm going to play the Archer. I'm actually going to play the Archer in this full up tier at, what is it, 6.3? They will never see me coming. How many kills can we get in the Archer? Yeah, a lot of Americans are part Irish. Oh, you're in the Cromwell. Interesting choice. But then again, I guess mine is also pretty interesting. I am totally disadvantaging myself by playing this vehicle, of course, but... yeah. Did you ever hear about the Russian drone attack on Poland? Yes, I did. Well, it wasn't an attack, it was an invasion of airspace. And then Poland shot all of them down, so good on Poland, I guess. That's pretty much all that happened. I don't think anything will come of it unless they do it again. It's not as interesting now, is it? It's just drones doing things. It's a bit cooler back in the day when you had a U-2 spy plane. It's more dangerous, obviously. There's a human factor involved, but, like, you know, it's not that interesting. If a drone flies over your airspace and you shoot it down, it's like, okay, killed a drone. Hooray. It's playing against bots. It's not as exciting that way, is it? That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Don't kill me, don't kill me! I have encountered a problem. This thing doesn't turn very well, especially on a slope. Look at that. Come on, the tank is right over there. Turn around! Come on! Why can't you pivot turn like every other tank? Right, Panther kill. Our fellow tanks are being destroyed. Oh, can I go through his side? No. There was another tank over there, but... yeah. Well, we're in position, and now everything's disappeared. Radio controlled planes are cooler than drones. Come on. Wasn't used that much though. Clanker wars, exactly. Why did the British even design a tank like that? Well, it was making use of a chassis that was obsolete. You know, you don't need the Valentine anymore, but you can still use the Valentine's chassis for things. Make it into a tank destroyer. Unfortunately, the only way they could do that was making it backwards. Honestly, if this thing could just drive like a normal vehicle, it would genuinely be amazing. It'd be as good as vehicles like the Wolverine and the Achilles. It didn't do too badly in real life. The whole reversing thing wasn't as much of a problem in real life. Looks like all the action's happening without us, though. Show and Firefly is very good. Oh, look, we got the 3 Brits. Wow, and an Australian. Okay, we've got some tanks over there. What are we shooting at? Can I hit them? No. Amazingly, I can't hit any of them. Hooray. What are you shooting at that I can't hit? Oh, hello. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Skill matters. Well, not really. It's still a 17-pounder. Oh, let's keep going. Imagine if they were smart and did it so the reverses. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there's a BTR, which could absolutely delete me if I'm not careful. But I should get the jump on him. I have a hunch. Yep, my hunch was correct. Oh, ho, ho. Go on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Well, that almost went down my gun barrel. That was... Oh, that was funny. Alright, let's see if I can get any tanks with a funny bomb. How many kills do you expect? I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to aim for 3. What is your opinion on 3-inch QFAA gun? What, in general? It's pretty good. It was the British equivalent of the 88. What more do I need to say? That's kind of... Right, I guess I should bomb C. Let's just hope no one else on our team is near it. I can see one flanking way around though, so I don't know how many... Oh, maybe I should just bomb that. Should I just bomb their spawn? That would probably be quicker. Let's just bomb their spawn. That's more simple. Ow. I don't know. Ow. What is that? It's a Hornissa. Let's just drop it in that pond and see what happens. Oh crap. Get some! How's the funny bomb doing? What? We got nothing with the funny bomb. Are you kidding? Ow. Hell yeah, Lancaster dogfighting. F-14s be wary. Ha ha ha, get wrecked. Shall I gun bust this thing? I remember one time in a stream I just used the B-24 as a gun bust the whole time. Didn't really do anything, but it looked pretty cinematic. It was like the scene from... actually, let's do it now. It was like the scene from Transformers with the AC-130. Alright, let's try and find something to shoot at. They have an AA, so I guess I could go for him. Collins Strike Package Bravo. I don't think that is an AA, that's an IS-2. Oh crap. Whoa, 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 who invited you? Oh, we got him! We got him! We're going down, but we got him. Totally worth it. Alright, we actually got to somehow save this game because we're losing. Well, you got your wish. I'm finally going to play the Comet. Hooray. At least the engine sounds cool, so that's something. Play the Wellington. I could play the Wellington. It's the plane my great-grandfather flew in, so, you know, there's some sentimental value there. Could we do the recreation of the epic Lancaster versus F-14 dogfight? I was thinking about that. Maybe. You'd have to make it so that the F-14 canonically loses because, well, he's just got no chance, obviously. It's still one of the funniest memes. Was that this year? I think that was a this year meme. It's one of the funniest memes of this year for me. Oh, a BT-42. Hell yeah. Okay, what the hell? When I say the Comet's been nerfed, this is the kind of thing I mean. Let's go, team. Alright, it seems our team is mostly consisting of rat tanks and AAs at this point, so I've got to lead the charge with the Centurion over there. There seems to be action somewhere. This is a long game, actually. Why couldn't they mount a 25-pounder howitzer on a defensive turret on the Lancaster? Speaking of 25-pounders, we need the Bishop in game. When are we getting the Bishop in War Thunder? It's basically that, but on a Valentine. More or less, anyways. This tank does look very nice when it's weathered. Well, it looks very nice anyway. But, you know, more so when it's... Whoa. Oh, no. Ram him! Confuse him. Discombobulate him. We broke our barrel to do that, but fair enough, it worked. Uh-oh. That's bad. I don't know what that is. I think it's a T-44 as well. Oh no, it was a T-34. Okay. Oh shit. No! About half of that time was me spent trying to work out if the Germans are on our team or not, but I guess they're not. We just fought a German tank, so I don't know why I had to process that one. What's the ugliest British bomber and fighter and striker? Well, ugliest bomber. Well, it'd have to be one of like the weird 1920s or 30s one, like the Bolton Paul Overstrand or something like that. Something like that. I'm not big on the Whitley. It's not the ugliest bomber, but it's just crap. So, you know. Oh gosh. Sport for choice here. Ugliest fighter? Out of ones that went into service, I don't really know. I don't really know if we had a mainstream fighter that was ugly. Some people would say the Typhoon, but I'm like, how dare you? As for attack aircraft, I don't know. There's plenty of weird, like, experimental one-offs, but every nation has those. Hey, you leave the Hampton alone. The only thing that I think is wrong with the Hampton is that the wings, they don't suit the rest of the fuselage. I don't mind the little suitcase fuselage, but the wings just don't suit it. Firebrand's not that bad. It's just a Tempest with long wings and tail. It's not really any different to what they were doing with the TA-152. Which for some reason everyone glazes. I don't know why everyone heralds the TA-152C as the best looking plane ever. No, it's just a 190 with long wings, therefore looks worse. Like, what is there to love? Genuinely, I don't get the hype with that one. Oh crap. Just to be clever, I'm gonna kill this Panther G. Look, watch this. Little lesson in War Thunder. We're gonna use this guy's smoke against him. Ready? Okay. Well, I guess it didn't work a second time. I did make a shorts out of that on my old channel. Basically, a Panther was immobilized. So I thought I'd be clever. Because he popped smoke and I was going to maneuver. And then by the time the smoke had cleared, he'd still be looking in the wrong direction. Yeah, it didn't quite work that time. But, you know. Whoa, whoa, leave the Shackleton out of this. If its radar didn't extend like the way it does, it would be fine. Firefly's fine. My great-grandfather worked on those, so we gotta spare the Firefly. Can you join next round? Maybe. If there even will be a next round at this rate. This is around the time I meant to end the stream. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Primogen, you're on thin ice, buddy. You leave the Whirlwind alone. I don't get what the Whirlwind hate is. It's an awesome-looking plane. It was one of the things that annoyed me about the shooting range. When it first got announced, the commentator was like, although it doesn't have much in the looks department, it's a pretty good aircraft. It's like, shut up. What do you mean it doesn't have... It's an awesome-looking plane. It's like a propeller-driven meteor. It's epic. I don't know. I'll save you, Thor. Yes! Talk about close air support. I saved you, friend. Ow. Pesky AAs, man. Ow. Catch this. He actually damaged my engine pretty badly there, but... Yeah. Oh, I'm about to get bounced. Watch this. Bomb kill, ready? Didn't work. Didn't quite work. Oh, bugger. Yeah, exactly. Leave the South African alone. Not the South African. I was reading your comment and saying your comment at the same time. As a proud South African, you leave the Shackleton alone. There you go. Sea Fury is best looking? I wouldn't say it's the best looking. It's pretty good looking, though. I think our plane is pretty dead. See, this is what the visual model should look like more often. Look, there's holes in the wings. You can actually see the damage, which is probably more akin to the user model or the user skin rather than the actual Hellcat model in game. Whoa, bumpsy daisy. Not the most graceful landing, but hey, we are in the Navy. And back down the hill we go. Whee! This throws me back to one time in Enlisted. I should really do an Enlisted video again at some point. But one time when I was playing Enlisted, I was flying the Wildcat on one of the desert maps, and I thought it would be funny to land. I don't know why. Didn't need to land. But I thought I'd land at the edge of the map. And when I did, I spotted some enemy soldiers. So I ran them over, and I got 2 ramming kills on infantry with my Wildcat, which is absolutely insane. Do I know why, Snazzy? What do you mean? What do I know why? Sterling's cool. Leave the Sterling alone. And the Halifax is epic looking. It's arguably better looking than the Lancaster, which I know that's a big hot take right there, but oh, your name is literally Burben or Borben. So I guess it's obvious you're South African then. That is a nice Halifax skin. Come on. That is pretty good. I love the colours on this. Also love how the Halifax gets a quad turret, even though none of the other British bombers do. I don't really know why, but that's pretty neat. The American T14 is superior. It's pretty fun. I did a video on it. Go check it out. Sterling's cool. It's a bit of a beast, but it's still cool. How do you know Boer is South African? Well, it's technically not South African. It's more Dutch in origin. But I know history and I'm aware of the Boer War. And if someone says Boer spelled that way, it's probably going to be linked to the Boer War, which was in South Africa, mostly, and surrounding areas. Hot take, Sterling is the best looking British World War II bomber. Okay, that's probably pushing a bit too far. I think the Halifax, it probably is the best looking one. The Wellington's not bad, though. It's not bad. The later ones, that looks pretty good, right? It's not the best, but, you know, it's not bad. I like the funky windows. Best looking? I don't know. The Lancaster's an interesting one, because it is nice looking, but it's also kind of weird looking at the same time. Like, what's going on at the front here? It's like a... it reminds me a bit of like a baby sucking on a pacifier, which might have ruined the Lancaster for you, but it's still cool. So yeah, the Netherlands, that's what I said. You oddly want to play Enlisted? It's a good game. I didn't stop playing it for any particular reason. I think I just got burnt out with it because I had played it a lot when I got it. I played it as my main game for about a month and a half. Quite a lot. Nearly finished the US Tech Tree, actually. But, yeah. I didn't stop liking the game, though. It's more I just needed a break from it. I might do it again. I might grind down the Russian tree. Sorry, I've ruined the Lancaster for a D-Dog. It's okay, you can always go to the Halifax. That doesn't have that problem. As long as you're talking about the later ones with the smooth nose like this. Yeah, pretty neat looking plane. There's nothing ugly about this Halifax. I like the tail, it's cool. You've got 8 30 cals pointed backwards, because why not? Only one pointed forwards, because why not? But when you're bombing at night, I guess it's not a big deal. But we all know the B-29 is the best looking World War II bomber. Fight me. It just is. It just is. What more convincing do you say? Do you need to say? So, the only complaint I've heard is that the front looks too round, but like, whatever, man. Who cares? It's just... What's ugly about the Sterling? I don't know. It's just... I don't think it's that bad, but it's more of a brutal kind of cool rather than a pretty sort of cool. Why should he leave the Shackleton alone? Do tell. Do enlighten us. We'll wait for Ben Dixon to answer and then I'll have to end the stream because it's getting to bingo time. I think my chat's frozen, actually, so let's just wait for it to come through. Oh, served in longer in South Africa than in Britain. Well, there you go. It was just that good. I mean, the Brits used it for way too long anyway. It was only replaced in, like, the 90s, so very long service life. For a British domestic plane, it's very long service life. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the well, it's among the... It'd probably be top 5 longest serving British planes, surely. Wait, the beast... What? The Meteor's not ugly. What? It's not even a bomber, anyway. Anyways, I'll end the stream there. Thank you all for joining. It was very fun. We had a good stream. We had a nice time. Remember to stay tuned for other things on the channel. If you're new here, then do hit the like button, subscribe for more, check out other videos on the channel, and so on and so on. Catch me in the Discord if you're not already. It should be linked in the stream description. So I'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully this should be a weekly thing, so maybe come back next Saturday and we should have another stream, fingers crossed. Anyways, I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.